Hey guys, it's Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. Oh Lord. Now, Kanye West, guys, is trying to expose Kris Jenner as a madame, as somebody who basically is part of a large clan, a ring, and transporting obviously young children, including his children, to people or positions or to do things that are uncomfortable because he believes his children look uncomfortable in the photos that he has. He has doubled down to also state that Kris Jenner was somebody who was behind the release of Kim's tape, that the grandmother, basically what he cites, is also part of this ring. We know, as earlier reported, that he also stated that Kim Kardashian is a sex trafficker and that she is part of the rings where she transports people left, right and center. Basically saying that all of the Kardashians are involved in this ring and they strategically produce black children for this specific reason. Now, whilst this might be true, potentially, we don't know, it is also hypocritical of Kanye to do this purely because he just was with Diddy, who's been accused of far worse stuff than the Kardashians have, as of what we know of. You wanted your daughter to be on a song with him, so it doesn't make sense as to what type of crash out you're having here. But then again, none of his crash outs have ever really made any sense to me. But that damn Kris Jenner, that witch, that's what I feel like she is. If he's saying that she's a madame and she's part of certain rings, it sounds believable to me. I'm so sorry. Because one thing about Kanye West and these Kardashian girls, I feel like they are two sides of the same coin. And whilst most of his crash outs seem delusional, I feel like when he discusses the Kardashians and tries to come for Kris Jenner specifically, there could be something in that does make sense to me personally. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying let's wake it up. Because one thing about these crash outs, they're going to be discussing the Kardashian girls, and I feel like there are things that they have done to sacrifice XYZ. And I feel like Kris Jenner is somebody in that position who has moved in certain ways, sacrificed and done things. And so if he claims and believes that his children are in danger because they are around XYZ, then of course he wants to say something about it. But at the same time, Kanye, you married into that family. You had kids with one of them. You wanted to be part of the reality TV show. You brought Kim everywhere. You were in love with her, infatuated with her. So I don't understand why now you're suddenly trying to save face to me. Again, two sides of the same coin. I don't think either side is innocent. I feel like both sides have done crazy stuff, to be honest with you. But I feel like something about Kris Jenner just doesn't make sense to me. Something about Kris Jenner, something in the buttermilk ain't right when it comes to her. And I'm absolutely here for him wanting to, expose her in some kind of way. Not here in an evil kind of way, no shade. I'm here in a way where I feel like there are things that are definitely going on. Hands are being clean, and I feel like Corey himself is a Fed. And I feel like the connections that he have to me is odd. And so if Kanye wants to say this stuff, this is one of my daughters that I have no rights to raise and never see, like when I wasn't allowed to go to the birthday party. As a father, this made me very comfortable to see countless pictures like this of my children placed inside their phones. This was Chai's screensaver. I'm 100% convinced that my children are in a trafficking ring. The grandmother signed for the tape, is what he is saying. He also said that he hasn't seen Saint in 6 weeks, and apparently today he was with North, but he hasn't seen his children in 6 weeks. So this is huge for Kim and the Kardashians. They don't want stuff like this, of course, especially Kim, and reports are saying that she's set to sign or ask for custody for her children completely, and I feel like she will easily get that because of the way Kanye is crashing out like this. And I feel like the children, I don't know who they're going to be more safe with. Godspeed. I don't know who the children are honestly more safe with, to be honest with you, because I feel like both parties are just absolutely insane, but just in very different performative ways. So therefore, it looks like one is sane, but perhaps that isn't the case. The Kardashians were also at these Diddy parties. Kim elevated her career by releasing a tape, coordinated allegedly by her mother, which would make her madame anyways. So if Kris would be so confident to release a tape of her daughter, what makes you think that she wouldn't do anything else even more comfortable to those people who are not even her children? And this is what Kanye is saying. He was married into that family. The same Kris Jenner who also has that church. I don't know. I feel like some kind of occultism, some kind of, level of practice of some kind of devilish work is going on with Kris. And I feel like she definitely made many sacrifices to be where she is today, especially for her daughters. I definitely don't believe she is this savvy momager who helped all of her daughters to become billionaires by her own mind. I feel like to get to that level and state, you need to do things for people, i.e. sacrifice or transport stuff XYZ for people in order for you to please those above you. I just don't think that you can easily help people to become billionaires instantly. And I feel like to become a billionaire, you need to be corrupt anyways. But I definitely don't believe she is the savvy momager. That is just the PR image, because she is the PR queen. And I think that she's good at what she does when it comes to work, but I don't think that that's the only meal ticket she took to be where she is today. So maybe Kanye West is onto something. Maybe he really is trying to expose the Kardashian mob. And I'm not saying that I'm here for Kanye completely. Of course, I feel like the way he's treated so many people, he's been very offensive. It's disgusting. But something about the Kardashian entity, when he comes for them, there seems to be something in there where I'm thinking, this don't sound too far-fetched. And one thing about him, outside of Kim, he does continuously mention Kris. Now, why would he be doing that? He doesn't mention the other girls as much, but he mentions Kris, the mother, a lot, the matriarch. I feel like I'm madame. And reading all of these Diddy lawsuits, you really think Diddy's the only one in Hollywood that's doing all of this stuff? Wake it up. Do you understand? Wake it up. That's why I feel like the Kanye crash outs, some of them in my opinion seem to just be quite cryptic. No matter how erratic they may seem, I feel like sometimes we need to read between the lines. He also is now stating in recent tweets that he feels that the Kardashian mob, the clan are coming for him, releasing statements saying that somebody's knocking on his door. They want to send him to some, medical facility in Switzerland as well, that he feels unsafe, and that, he basically is now being tracked after he made the comments of Kim specifically being part of a certain ring. He now immediately is facing consequences by people trying to track him down, and he's been told to stay at hotels that are unknown locations. Not trying to make Kanye into some saving grace, Superman here. I'm really not. I'm not a fan of that man in any capacity. But I feel like two sides of the same coin, and I'm not going to keep repeating the same point. I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm saying now. Lord have mercy. Today's been a busy day, guys. I didn't expect today. So much happened. I got it in one live and 2 videos just to wrap everything up so that you guys are covered with everything. Please follow me on my Instagram at Murad Murali and my TikTok at Murad Murali, because everything is there as well. Subscribe. Please send a tip. They go a long way. There's a $sign there. You can send whatever you want. Godspeed, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.